the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth. I'm here at the AJ Miller press conference with George Groves. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
George, I saw you at the fight on Saturday. First of all, let me ask you what your thoughts were on the Eubank DeGale fight.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I've invested interest because I boxed both of them, so I don't actually know whether it was a good fight or not. Lots of people saying they're not sure, but for me, I lived and breathed every punch. And fantastic result for Eubank Jr. You know, great result for me in that, you know, nipped that thing in the bud, that rivalry between me and James Gale, absolutely dead. Probably never going to really hear from him again. So we boxed the same opponent a year apart, and obviously totally different results. But fair play to Junior. He done me a favour. He got rid of my old Nemesis for me, and I think he showed a mature performance in that. There's a lot of pressure going, you know, on his shoulders going into that fight. A brand new training team. It wasn't a 50-50 fight. It was hard to pick. Like, obviously, if DeGale could somehow get any sort of foothold in the fight, it might have been a bit different. But Eubank was smart, educated, controlled, patient to start with, and as soon as he landed on him, it was sort of over. So it was a matter of time. I thought DeGale done well to hang in there, and I think if there wasn't such a big build-up of pressure, like, I understand that feeling, you know, where there's a lot of hype going into a fight, so you don't want to make a mistake, you want to be on point. You know, if that wasn't the case, then I think Eubank could have thrown a bit more cautious as a win, probably threw a few more shots and got stoppage.
From what I get from the way you're talking, as if DeGale had have won, that might have brought you out of retirement to potentially face him. Do you miss fighting? Because a lot of us thought that the retirement was premature. Do you think there is a fight that could entice you out of retirement?
I've been retired weeks, not even months yet, you know, and nothing's going to entice me out of retirement. There really isn't, you know. I mean, maybe I'm in a honeymoon phase over retirement. I'm enjoying it, but you know, I've got a few other things that I'd love to get stuck into and become good at. So I'm here today because the company I work with, Wasserman, you know, they take care of Big Baby Miller. So I'm the other side of the ropes now, the other side of you know, boxing. But this is a new challenge for me, something that I'm really sort of excited about. You know, and this is where I get my little bit of buzz. You know, these sort of fights where there is a bit of needle there, a bit of psyche. That's my domain. That's what I'm used to. It's my comfort zone. So I'm enjoying that.
Will you elaborate on that? The company that you work for is looking after Big Baby Miller. What is that? A sports management company?
Yeah, so a sports management company, which is Wasserman, WMG. They took care of me. So originally they were like my commercial agents, but then we became more of like my business agents as well. They take care of many other fighters, you know, past and present, and predominantly known for football as a football agency, but they take care of fighters as well now. They have a real boxing department. They've brought me on as an advisor as well, so we're hoping to attract some names as well. But you know, they've got Big Baby Miller and a few others stateside, as well as some fighters over here, Connor, Ben, and a couple of other sort of development fighters who are going to be coming through. So yeah, so I'm enjoying that, you know, coming in. I've had a management contract. I've managed my own career now for the past few years. I did okay, you know, I got myself some decent deals, good relationship with many other promoters out there. So yeah, you know, I'm happy for the job. I think it was, you know, I can bring a lot to the table, and as well as possibly being that sort of ex-fighter. If any fighters want to say, oh, I just want to, what do you think of this? Like, have you ever experienced this? I can give a little bit of first-hand experience.
It's definitely a good time to be involved in boxing. There's a lot of interest, I say, in the sport that wasn't previously there. So if you are retired and you're still involved, the fans will be happy to hear that. I have to ask you about your take on the AJ Miller fight. How do you think that goes?
Well, it's fascinating. I mean, you know, Anthony Joshua, unbeaten records, you know, hasn't really put a foot wrong in that respect. But the Povetkin fight, there was, you know, it didn't seem right. You know, he's been and he was supposed to go to Wembley Stadium. Now he's going to the States. He's fighting Big Baby Miller, who's a massive guy. You know, he's a big guy. He's got to go to his you know, his turf as such. He's trying to carry a new channel into zone. And AJ's kind of behaving a little bit different than we're used to. He's very animated. You know, I'm sure, you know, that'll bring out a better side of him, but maybe not. You know, so. You know, he usually is very cool, calm, collected. He don't say too much. You know, he well polished, well rounded. But he's not. He's there. He's talking about, you know, being a villain when as a kid. You know, could have been on the wrong side of the tracks. Swearing, little things like swearing. If it's not in your usual persona, your usual what you like to give out there, then there's a difference. And I think someone like Big Baby Miller will see that to his advantage. Like, he's acting differently. I'm causing him to act different. This is going to be a good thing. So if he can get under his skin, do it all the way up to fight night, just to get your opponent behaving differently is an asset. So I'm sure he'll see that as an asset. He seems like pretty good at it, old Big Baby Miller. Like he knows what to say, when to say it. So I think it's going to be a fascinating build-up and make for, you know, an even better fight.
George Groves, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, thank you very much for your time today.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Cool, nice lunch.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.